Knock knock, it's Knuckles! And we are finally playing one of my favorite video games of all time, Sonic 3 and ya boy! Rest in peace, headphones users. Of course, the title screen just says Sonic 3, not Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I'll get to why in just a second. But first, here Sonic is, flying in towards Angel Island. Hey, that's where I live. Oh, hang on. Let me prank this motherfucker. Boom! Take that, bitch! And I'm gone. Alright, so, before we get into it, I do have a little announcement to make. We are very close to 300 subscribers. And so, if we get to 300 subscribers, I will perform the Knuckles rap from Sonic Adventure. You know, the knock knock, it's Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles, that one. So if y'all want to hear me do that, then tell your wife about the channel, tell your kids about the channel, tell your mom about the channel, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe yourself. Alright. So I've decided to play a ROM hack of Sonic 3 and Knuckles called Sonic 3 Complete. It doesn't change the game at all. It's still Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but you now have a couple more options. For example, the music. There were many different versions of this game, and they all had slightly different music, and we'll get more into that later. But you have the choice to change the music. Change it to whatever soundtrack you prefer. I'll flash on screen what I chose for this particular playthrough. And you can also do some other really cool things, like having a button to cancel out of Supersonic, even if you haven't run low on rings yet. Speaking of Supersonic, we were just in the Blue Sphere special stage. Unlike Sonic 1 and 2, I actually will be playing the special stages this time on account of the fact that I actually like them in this game. They're pretty fun. I didn't like the ones in Sonic 1 and 2 much, and I gotta be honest here, I can't beat them. I beat the Sonic 2 ones once, and that was with save states and multiple attempts. The Sonic 1 ones are a bit easier, but still, I just don't like them. The ones in this game, however, I can totally get down with. So you go into these special stages by finding these hidden golden rings around the stage. The big ones, not the little ones, but the big ones like you just saw me jump into. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely one of my favorites in this franchise because it really knows how to balance speed, platforming, and exploration. The Sonic trifecta, if you will. Those three things, if balanced well, will make a good Sonic game. And they can't be split into different sections. You can't just have like, oh, here's the speed section, here's the platforming section, yada yada. They gotta all be together. It's gotta have a flow to it. And I feel like this game just nails it right on the head. So that's why this is one of my favorite games of all time. You may also be wondering, why am I not playing as ya boy? I mean, this is the Knuckles channel, right? They call me Knuckles, so why am I not playing as Knuckles? Well, that brings us to the story of this game. See, Knuckles' storyline doesn't take place until after Sonic's. The story of this game is basically, after Sonic 2 ended and Sonic blew up the Death Egg, it fell down to Angel Island, where Knuckles lives. I mean, where ya boy lives. Let me know if you want me to stop that in the second part. Just kidding, I'll never stop! Okay, so anyway, the Death Egg falls down to part 2.
Nice.
The Death Egg falls down to Angel Island, if I can speak today. And Eggman comes up to Knuckles and he's like, hey, you see that big floating spaceship that just crash landed that literally has my face on it? Well, guess what? Sonic made that, not me. And he also made all these badniks that are coming around and wrecking stuff up. And he's here to take your Master Emerald. And Knuckles is just like, okay, I believe you.
Okay, I believe you.
So Knuckles is trying to stop Sonic. And he keeps being a dickhead throughout the game and putting you into various traps and stuff. But it's okay, because he's Knuckles. He's cool. He's the best character. So, you know, it's fine. We'll give him a pass. But that's basically the plot, at least so far. That's the main premise. And, like I said, Knuckles' playthrough takes place after Sonic's. So I'll be waiting till after I finish this playthrough to play as him. I've also brought Tails along with me this time. I could have done that in Sonic 2, but his AI is super annoying in Sonic 2. Even though it's the same AI, I feel like it's a little less annoying in this game. In fact, sometimes he'll actually help you out. There's a boss fight in Ice Cap Zone, and we'll get to it, but yeah, you'll see when we get to it. But sometimes you can get trapped and Tails will get you out. Sometimes. Sometimes they'll just leave you there. Like, whatever. And this is Angel Island Zone. Great zone. As you can see, this game also has a lot more, I guess, theatrics you could call it. The whole island has been set on fire. The graphics in this game are just very incredible. Very impressive for Genesis 1993, 1994 standards. And speaking of that, this is a funky game. This is actually two games put together. So when Sega was making Sonic 3, they realized that their plans were a bit too ambitious. The whole game wasn't going to fit on one Genesis cart, and they weren't going to get it done in time for the holiday season. So they came up with this brilliant idea. What if we release the first half of the game now, and then we release the second half later on a special cartridge, so that, called a lock-on cart, and you can put the two together, lock Sonic 3 on with Sonic and Knuckles, and you get the full experience, Sonic 3, and ya boy. So that is why it's called Sonic 3 and Knuckles. A very strange title that has been memed to death. And once again, there's another big set piece you probably wouldn't have seen in one of the previous two games. And we are off to fight Dr. Robotnik. 'Cause he tricked Knuckles! That's not cool, man! You don't go and trick the one and only Emerald Guardian, the best character in the series. You don't go and do that crap, man. That's no good. So kaboom! Goes your face, boy! And that was Angel Island Zone. Another cool thing about this game is the cutscenes, as you'll see right here. Oh, hey look, it's Sonic. I'm gonna break this man again. Boom! See you later! Oh wait, shit, I still have to play as him. Damn it! Alright, well, that's it for part 1. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm headed back to Angel Island to protect the Master Emerald, but I will be back next week for part 2. See you then. Have a good week.